at in the world or when you are coming across this video. Welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you to all of your beautiful comments. Thank you to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys. So when you find this video, or if you're going to watch it live stream, give me a Fonzie either by double tapping that thumbs up or the screen. All right, either one, it works. All right, leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading is resonating with you. If you're not subscribed to this, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos or go live. All right. So I've been working on my project behind the scenes. I've been just trying to chill. I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel like there's like a lot of emotional things coming up today. Like a lot of purging, perhaps. Today is a Mercury day, Wednesday, May 27th. So 5 changes are happening. Some are good, some are bad, some are welcome, some are unwelcome, but I feel for most of us, it is out of our control. Today is the number 27, which adds 9. So 9 talks about those hard lessons that we need to learn to bring about these changes. That goes back to some changes are welcome and some changes are unwelcome. I just see 133 or 143 and 144. So I love you. You could be being called to express some emotions here. And then the energetic year of 1, so that you can find all of the tools that you need to manifest hopes, your wishes, and your desires. All right. I also feel like I need to tell you, be aware of hidden enemies. Now, today was pretty busy for me this morning, and I had to take out my garbage. It's Wednesday, garbage day. I think our garbage is going to be a day late, but that's okay. It's already out there. I don't have to think about it. And I had a crow screaming at me, so which tells me there's something that is about to happen. Something is manifesting. It means supernatural. So let's go ahead and start off with this is a light keeper and angel prayer cards, and see who wants to come forward or what is a message that we want to open up today with. What is an opening message for today for the collective? Okay, so you're being asked to stay in this energy of hope. Hope is also Archangel Gabriel's twin flame. So love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. So remember, I said I seen 143, 144. So 143 means I love you, right? 144 means you're being called to express it, being called to accept it, right? Choose loving thoughts, stay positive, right? On a deck, we have trustworthy friends. Thank you, angels, for surrounding me with people I trust and love. I am ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. So you could have somebody around you as a friend who maybe that you really care about, maybe that somebody sees your divine worth, or maybe you see their divine worth. You can see that this person is lifting somebody up on their shoulders. So this could be somebody who helps to lift you up, helps to give you hope, helps to keep your vibration high. All right. So we're going to go ahead and let's see what's on the bottom of the Lady Portia Divine Order, which goes right along with the full moon, the blue moon. So blue represents not only your throat chakra expression, but it also means that you're protected. But the blue moon, the full moon, talks about, it's a Sagittarius, which talks about divine timing. But this card says divine order. So divine timing, divine things are happening as they should behind the scenes, right? Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. All right. So there's definitely, with the 27 energy, the 9 energy, there's definitely an important lesson unfolding when it comes to your surroundings, when it comes to the people around you. Friend, business, lover, family, friends, which makes perfect sense because we have Pluto retrograde in 5 degrees of Aquarius. Pluto 5 degrees represents them changes, right? Whether it's welcome change or unwelcome change. Aquarius rules the house of our social circle, our friend circle, our groups, our society, right? Um, so love is yours. Do what is right by staying positive, choosing loving thoughts, recognize your worth. So for some of you, what you may be finding today through this lesson is that cup. The cup that may be missing out of your tool belt. Okay. Maybe you're finding that cup. See, this card is purple and it has some sort of a symbol on it. So to me, that's like an amethyst color. So amethyst would be good to release any toxicity. Look, now we have charity coming through. Hope, faith, and charity. So hope is Archangel Gabriel's twin flame. I can't remember who charity is. Faith is Archangel Michael's. But you're protected by Mother Gaia as well. So you're being guided, but you're also protected by Mother Gaia. Yeah, there's a lot of healing happening. That's what a lesson is. Maybe that's what you're being asked to express love, show love, feel love. All right. So, what are the crows warning the collective about today? What are the crows warning the collective about today? It's like I said, when I went to take the garbage out, I had a crow screaming at me. I'm like, where you at? I hear you. He was in the tree. As soon as he seen me, he started talking. As soon as he seen me. All right. So, what are the crows warning the collective about today? Okay. So, teamwork. So, there could be a team of people, right? A team of trustworthy friends who could be learning a lesson, or they could be feeling as though they need to teach you a lesson. But this definitely talks about the team of crows working together to chase away a predator. Something about the routine. So I think the moon, what was in Taurus? Let me think. Something Mars. Mars was in Taurus. So Mars in Taurus. Mars represents the planet of aggression, eruption, angry, passion, depending on what side of the fence you're on. To show me the color red. All right. Give me another card. What are the crows warning the collective about? What are the crows warning the collective about? Can I have one more card, please, and thank you? Play. So you may have somebody playing in your energy. You could also be having somebody who wants to invite you out somewhere, wants to invite you maybe to go somewhere to have a little bit of fun, to experience a little bit of joy. For some of you, can I have one more for Lady Portia? One more. Yeah, sacred space. So you're definitely, I feel like the angels are gathering around you, chasing away some sort of a predator that is in your sacred space. They've been playing on your emotions. See, there's a lot of emotions on that card, right? A lot of emotions. So somebody could be playing in your energy, playing on your emotions a little bit. In your sacred space, somebody could be very much learning a very powerful lesson. They're doing this on a routine basis. This isn't just a trustworthy friend. This is a couple. They could be doing it at night as well. They could be doing this on a routine basis, day and night. Mars in Taurus. Mars is a planet of aggression. Yeah, look, the community. Pluto in Aquarius. A community of people, right? A community of people of a community of people that are trustworthy friends. All right. I'm going to do some clarification. Hope with the teamwork. I feel like I need to read these cards for those of you who are new. Hold on one second. So teamwork when it comes to hope. Crows have mastered teamwork. Mobbing is one example of how crows work together on a common goal, right? So something about a mob of people, a mob of trustworthy friends, right? Doing something on a routine basis here. That goes back to community card. Here it is on the bottom of the deck. The community card. A mob of people in your community working together. When an intruder or predator enters their territory, the birds jump into orchestrated action. Each member of the group holds an advantageous position in fighting off the threat. Call upon your team, your family, or your friends to assist you when facing a challenge that requires more than you can comfortably handle. Teamwork strengthens bonds, creates positive memories, and reinforces an awareness that you are not alone. So that's why you got hope coming through here, right? You need to have hope, right? These people may not recognize your divine worth because remember, this is a warning card, being warning about this intruder or predator who keeps intruding into your sacred space, playing on your emotions. Okay? So, trustworthy friends and play when it comes to warning. Crows are not always so serious. They enjoy the company of friends and spend time in play. When this card appears, it's time to relax, exercise your creative mind, and maybe your body too. When we give our brain something different to consider, something that brings us joy will reward us by being more productive when it comes time to go back to work. So, right, give your brain something different to think about. Loving thoughts. Um, so the company of friends. So somebody may have that might be why the crows was outside screaming. Maybe they were warning me about somebody my way. Um, Coming in as a trustworthy friend, right? Masking themselves as a trustworthy friend. So this could be something that you're experiencing as well. This could be somebody who wants to come in and give you a love offer. All right, wants to come in and give you a love offer. I apologize for the sibling rivalry happening in the background, right? But you need to recognize your divine worth. This could be a test, a lesson of some sort. So, sacred space. Maybe your sacred space is your home. Maybe it's the beach or your favorite path in the woods. Sacred space may also point to an inner place, a belief you hold dear. It is a place that brings comfort and nurtures your development. This is your sanctuary. When you receive this card, it's called to rejuvenate your spirit. It's time to connect with the healing energy of your sacred space. Divine order. So you definitely could have somebody. I feel like for somebody out there, this is a test, right? Like I said, you could also have this person could already be in a bond with another person. And this is a routine for them to step out on their partner. All right. This could be something that they do at night. All right. So hope, love, and acceptance, and teamwork. So we could be talking about your spirit team here. Okay, yeah. So the seven and the ace of wands here. So the seven of wands talks about somebody who's very competitive, somebody who could be attacking you. The ace of Gabriel, somebody who wants to come your way, wants you to put your defenses down, maybe even offer you a new beginning, right? Working together as a team player. I feel like you need to claim your personal power, right? And stand in your power. This adds up to 8. 8 talks about standing in your power with communication. Maybe you to, put your words together and say, you know what, this is my sacred space. This is my home. This is whatever your sacred space is. Um, so the Seven of Gabriel talks about, it can talk about competition. It could talk about being attacked on an energetic level because wands is fire, intention, energy, right? You could have somebody who's trying to attack somebody. You could also have somebody who's on the defense, right? Being very defensive. Maybe somebody's being very defensive because they don't trust someone who is coming their way. Maybe somebody doesn't trust this offer. Mm-hmm. Somebody doesn't trust somebody's words, like their intentions could be off. It's definitely talking about somebody also could be traveling, astral traveling into your space. See how this Pegasus is flying. All right, trustworthy friends and play. Yeah. So we have the Two of Michael in reverse. The Two of Michael in reverse is saying, I made a decision, right? I've already made this decision. I'm not going to go back on this decision. I don't want to compromise. I see things clearly. Somebody may be trying to confuse you, but you're seeing something very clearly here. See, there's unicorns on her. You're very unique. Somebody could see you as a very unique individual as well. It could be very clear to them, or maybe seeing something very clearly about this emotion. 27 here, 2 and a 7, that's today. So somebody could be feeling inspired by you, inspired that the fact that you have this love within you, that you always have this energy of hope, of positivity. The Ace of Gabriel talks about an inspired idea, an opportunity, a chance to do something amazing. 712-217 could be significant. I'm going to do what you feel is right and important. Left is unfolding sacred space. Look at this, a magician. So there's definitely something manifesting. Definitely some sort of communication. I am seeing 11-1-1 and then the 27 for today. So today is 5-2-7-1-5-9-1-6. 6 and a 9, 69. Mm-hmm. It also adds up to a 15. I'm seeing 11-11. 7 and a 2 is a 9, plus 1 and 1 is 11. So 11-11 is significant. So something could be magically manifesting, as if by magic, some sort of an opportunity. But with the lesson unfolding, there could be something about magic that's unfolding. But this also talks about having everything you need to manifest the life that you want. So you're being asked to do what feels right for you. Don't overanalyze it, right? Have the confidence to stand your ground, to stand up for what you believe in. All right, clarify the 7 of Gabriel and the Ace of Gabriel with hope. Oh, listen. What did I say about hope and Gabriel being twin flames? So for you, you could be on a twin flame journey. Okay. 7 of Gabriel, Ace of Gabriel, hope and teamwork. Give me a bit more about this teamwork here. A predator, teamwork. Yep, you definitely have somebody come your way. The Knight of Raphael talks about somebody who is your knight in shining armor, somebody who wants to come in and sweep you off your feet, right? But this is also somebody who likes to be dramatic, and we have the leap of faith in reverse. I feel like this person wants you to put down your defenses here. Put down your defense. They want you to listen to your heart. This person's going to come in and lay the wrap. This person's going to come in and ask you out, ask you to go do something. Mm-hmm. You may be looking at it as it's a risk, too risky, right? This is too much of a risk for me. Because of the Seven of Gabriel, this talks about somebody protecting themselves. It does represent Wednesday, right? Wednesday is Mercury Day. So it's all about communication. So this talks about um, situations that make your heart flutter, right? With hope. Love is yours. Recognize your worth. Choose loving thoughts, right? Situations that make your heart flutter. So this person may be saying, hey, put on your defenses, right? And listen to your heart. Somebody wants to come in and say, I love you, right? This is going to come in and say, hey, let's work together, right? Let's work together. Clarify the play card. Play card. Clarify the play card, please, with trustworthy friends. Play card. Four of Gabriel. Yep. Something coming house. 24 is significant. 3 days ago. So the Four of Gabriel in reverse talks about somebody could be feeling insecure. It also talks about somebody who could be homeless, somebody who could very well be homeless, looking for a place to stay, right? Looking for a place to stay in your home, in your sacred space. This person could be gathering up a mob of people to try to come up against you, to try to attack you. But I feel like your spirit team is gathering up, working together, right? To chase this predator away. That's why the crow was warning me, right? Yeah, somebody could be homeless. This could be somebody that maybe once upon a time called a friend, or this could be somebody who's trying to make you homeless. You may have to make some sort of a quick decision. Hmm. You may have to make some sort of a quick decision here. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, whatever this is, you need to look at the situation as okay, well, this is a change. It may not be a welcome change at this moment, but this is definitely a change. A couple days ago, my right ear rang heavily. So that told me that somebody was talking crap because they don't want you to believe in love. They don't want you to believe that you are meant for something. Okay, do what you feel is right. Important lesson is unfolding. Something magically appearing in your sacred space. Lady Portia, divine order. An important lesson is unfolding. Sacred space. You mean something about the sacred space card. Yep. I'm telling you, somebody is being sneaky. Somebody is sneaking around. This person's acting real shady. You need to read between the lines. I'm saying 777. You need to read between the lines. Don't just listen to the words. The Seven of Michael talks about that this person is not working alone. They're working with other people, a mob of people. This is somebody that you trust. The Seven of Michael is somebody who's sneaking around with the Five of Swords in their armpits, right? With other people, pointing fingers, spying, lying, gossiping, trying to ruin somebody's reputation, right? Doesn't want them to believe in themselves. So they're like, well, here's how we're going to do this, right? We're going to cast some magic on them and we're going to play in their energy. We're going to play in their sacred space. We're going to violate their boundaries. Why? Because we know we can, right? We're going to violate their boundaries because we can. These are people who like to play God in your life. This is somebody who does not have a home. This is somebody they're trying to make you homeless, or this is somebody who is homeless. They could have did some sort of a spell to make you homeless behind your back, right? So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to not make some sort of a decision. They're trying to get you to go down the wrong path here. See how this path is nice and clear, but this path is in the dark. You really need to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition because they're definitely not working alone. You definitely have somebody who's coming in. Yeah, look what did I say? There's the Tower card. So Tower card talks about things that are falling, things that are crashing. This talks about unwelcome change, a revelation that's going to offer freedom, an unwelcome change. You need to embrace this opportunity because this opportunity is absolutely going to bring an opportunity to change something. Change houses, right? Somebody is definitely experiencing a trauma. 777 is very significant here. 88 is significant. So somebody definitely could be showing up at your house. Look. Oh, look this. Ending. Something has ended. 999. There we go. Nine of Raphael talks about somebody who they're not happy. They're not happy with themselves. Somebody who's healed. Somebody who's always searching for happiness outside of themselves. But then you got this wounded warrior over here, right? The wounded warrior takes these wounds of experience, right? Takes these wounds that you've experienced, things that have knocked you over, things that have knocked you down. You've picked yourself back up and taken that seed from that wound that you've learned that lesson from and planted it. Planted it. And now something amazing is going to pop up. This is going to be a surprise, um, a shocking opportunity, right? Somebody could be getting the fear of God laid into them, right? for trying to block somebody's destiny. Somebody may be getting a period of bad luck here, right? But somebody is moving on. Why? Because they broke free of that illusion. This could be talking about somebody trying to sacrifice somebody, right? Somebody trying to sacrifice somebody and their life and their house, make them homeless, put all kinds of death spells on them to block their money, finances, block their wishes, right? Block their destiny. This could be somebody who could be trying to destiny swap and it backfired. This could have been somebody that you trusted, went out, had social, like did social, went out with them and was social with them. And then behind your back, they were pointing fingers, spiritually attacking you. But to your face, they were all nice and kind. I love you. You're my best friend. So let me take that sword and stab you back with it, right? Let me play a lot of mind games with you. 2 and a 7. Let me play a lot of mind games with you. Cause you a lot of mental stress so that you make the wrong decisions in your life, right? They didn't want you to have this sense of joy. They didn't want you to feel, they didn't want you to trust your intuition. It's like they're not happy because you're happy kind of situation, right? You realize you don't need somebody else, right? You don't need somebody else to be happy. This is somebody who's like, I would rather be alone than be around fake people, be around fake friends. People who, this talks about making this decision to not people please anymore, right? Letting go of that people pleasing. hmm Something hidden, doing something in the darkness. Somebody doing something in the darkness. The Sun card in reverse. Somebody could be blocked. What's this change? Show me what this change is, please and thank you. What's this change? Archie Yoshimiya does work with the heart space. But I'm telling you, somebody's trying to either steal your identity, right? Somebody could have hacked into your social media, hacked into, you know, this is somebody who did not want you to believe in yourself. They didn't want you to have the confidence to make positive decisions. This is somebody who played on your low self-esteem. For those of you who are still working through your wounds, right? The 9 of Ariel talks about stealing something. Somebody took some sort of a risk. Talk about stealing your idea. Somebody could have stole your idea. Um, Somebody could have come into your dreams, accessed your crown chakra. We got a 7 and a 9, so 1979 could be significant. 1 9, 1977 could be significant. 1979 could be significant. 2024 could be significant. 2017 could be significant. So whoever stole your idea or is trying to steal your identity, their mask is coming off. It's going to be revealed. And it could be a bit shocking when you find out who this is. But that's okay because this opportunity is an important lesson for somebody, right? This tower moment is an important lesson for somebody who kept magically invading your sacred space. This is somebody who you have trusted in the past. Clarify the nine of Ariel in reverse for the collective, please, and thank you. Yep, look, nine of Michael. 999 coming through. So the nine words in reverse talks about, you're no longer in that negative headspace, right? You see your way out of a situation. It's like you're seeing the truth of who's true to you and who is not. You are choosing the positive thoughts. You're breaking free of this mental cage that somebody was trying to keep you in by playing a lot of magical games with you, playing on your emotions, playing on your wounds, right? Who's been attacking you? Who's been a trustworthy friend who has been in competition with you? A trustworthy friend who was in competition with you. Secretly competitive. Like I said, I love you. You're my best friend, while taking that knife, right? With the Seven of Swords, taking that knife by verbally attacking you, slandering you, gossiping, defamation of character. Trying to make, this is somebody who wants to guilt trip you. Oh, why are you taking it so seriously? I was just playing, right? Gathering up a mob. I said this, and right after I said this on the last live stream I did, I think it was Sunday or Monday, I said about how people have to get, why do people have to gather up a mob of individuals to come up against one person? You know what those are? Those are cowards. And boom, my right ear rang. And that's the truth. If you're going to gather up a mob of people to come up against one person, that's a coward. That's a coward. This is somebody who lacks self-confidence, right? This is somebody who lacks self-confidence, somebody who lacks self-empowerment, somebody who doesn't have the courage, right? Does not have the courage to come in and speak from their heart. So that they would rather be secret competition. I don't know why people take me the wrong way. I don't know why people misunderstand everything I say. This is giving me that reverse psychology narcissism. Right? So you get asked to do what you feel is right. Speak your truth. Stand in your power. Because this is going to be a lesson for somebody. Somebody is going to be very shocked with something. Look, Queen of Gabrielle. This is somebody definitely who's been doing magic, manipulating energy, playing a lot of mind games, trying to keep somebody trapped from seeing their way out. Then you have the King of Raphael. This is somebody who's heartless. Somebody who's heartless. Somebody who's an emotional manipulator, right? Somebody who's coming in real quickly. Definitely could be a church group or a society of some sort. And they definitely been doing something on a routine basis to try to block somebody's money, because Taurus represents money, possessions, routines. Somebody's kid. You could have somebody wanting to come in and rekindle. I'm telling you, lovers. This talks about Gemini energy. Also talks about making choices from the heart, right? Somebody may want to come in from the past and rekindle a relationship. I feel like they could be looking for you, for some of you. Something is going to be very shocking, though. So for some of you, you could be telepathic like me, right? Um, this is also somebody who's in a committed relationship. Remember, we got that Lover's card. Somebody who's in a committed relationship already with children, right? They could be saying, "Oh, I left them," right? We're in separation, because this does can talk about marriage. You can talk about doing things traditionally, but this is somebody who's not a traditional person. This is somebody who likes to be in third party situations, right? Again, somebody who's heartless. Somebody is all in their head. How can we trick so and so? How can we trick the collective, right? What can we do better, right? What's a better course of action here? How can we manipulate the collective to go down the wrong path? How can we manipulate them into stealing their um, opportunity here that's coming forward? Because they're trying to block somebody from stepping into they're trying to block their business, right? But doing magic. 1717 could be significant. Somebody's definitely, I don't blame you if you're on the defense. Yeah, Knight of Ariel. So you need to know they're definitely watched over by somebody on the other side. There's somebody around you watching over you who is working with your angels to chase this predator energy away from you. Somebody who is in your sacred space, right? So this is talking about somebody who's a very slow moving energy. This also talks about um, making some. This thing could be. These people could be making some sort of a plan, right? A better course of action. What plan, right? This talks about routines, right? A routine basis, a repetitive pattern of earning people's trust just to backstab them and betray them. That's the truth. So be aware of any messages that you're getting over your social media, your phone, emails, right? Be aware of that. Somebody is definitely under judgment here, because what was hidden behind the moon is coming to light. So we're talking about 144. Maybe somebody didn't answer the call, right? Somebody could have missed some sort of a phone call. That happened to me this morning. I missed a phone call, and when I went to return the call, my phone didn't want to work. hmm Somebody planned it. Three of Ariel, yep, definitely working together. Talking, and this also talks about social media. Somebody wanted you to miss an opportunity to collaborate with somebody, but it also talks about a group of friends, a mob of people coming together, working together to accomplish something, making a very detailed plan. How can we do this, right? We got to do this right. Somebody in your neighborhood or your surroundings as well. Three of Ariel, somebody in your community could also be doing a lot of complaining about you. Could be definitely be watching you. in your sacred space, watching you on social media. One more card, please, to finalize reading. Give me what this tower looks like. Give me a little bit more about this tower. Yep. Something's happening really quickly. And now we have divine guidance. So I feel like this is divine intervention happening really quickly for this person. Yeah, somebody was trying to ruin somebody's reputation, gathering up a mob of people to try to ruin somebody's character, try to ruin somebody's reputation, right? With the Queen of Gabrielle. Maybe calling them ugly, right? Why? Because they're in competition. They are jealous. They're jealous of how somebody looks. So they gathered up a group of people to try to ruin somebody's reputation. They did it on a routine basis. This is somebody either a church group, it could be a society, right? A secret society, right? Lovers. Maybe possibly calling somebody a home wrecker, somebody who's being very immature. Could be your own children. Again, somebody's children. They're jealous of how you look. They're very envious. They're very competitive. They are jealous of how you look. So, what did they do? Right? Gathered up a mob of people to try to ruin somebody's reputation out of jealousy. Five of Michael. They wanted to win at all costs. There it is. There's that hidden enemy who wanted to win at all costs. Somebody could be getting tarot readings, or, this is somebody who's, abusing their psychic abilities, who wanted to win at all costs. That's the truth, right? The battle has been won. Because why? Because they may have knocked you down, but you picked yourself back up, dusted yourself off, and found peace. This person definitely tried to destiny swap you. They wanted to end your destiny. They were trying to get you to take a dark path. This is somebody who was a deadly warrior, not a true friend. Somebody who's very jealous of your destiny. But you moved on. You let it go. You found peace in the situation. This is somebody who was a control freak, right? Somebody who's a control freak. The illusion broke. You moved on from that choppy and that illusion that had you in a form of control, right? Coming into your dreams, right? Studying you, studying your mind. This person has some sort of an addiction, right? This is somebody who was trying to keep you imprisoned in your head, playing a lot of mind games. Somebody who is secretly spying in your space, right? This is somebody who was a fake friend, somebody who came in as a true friend, but was actually a fake friend. So they did something in the darkness out of to create a lot of drama. Somebody could be grieved something, right? With the death card, somebody could be grieving something. Somebody could be getting in a car wreck. Because the Wheel of Fortune does talk about travel. All right, let's finalize this reading for the collective. Final message for the collective, please and thank you. A final message to the collective. This is somebody also who does magic. somebody who could have been doing a lot of subliminal messages, doing a lot of magic to get in somebody's head. But they definitely wasn't working alone. Absolutely not. They was not working alone. They were working with a mob of people to try to ruin somebody's character. Now they may want to come in and apologize. This is somebody who is working with their lover. Inspire passion. So, life devoid of passion can be boring, uninspired, blank canvas that slowly drains soul, and that's what they were doing. Slowly draining your energy. Slowly draining your sacral chakra or your solar plexus chakra. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. So this person was draining your energy. The energy vampire who was slowly draining your light, right? Slowly draining your solar plexus, your sacral chakra. This is an energy vampire who was using magic with a group of people here. Secret society, coven, church group, whatever, right? Who was slowly draining your life force energy, siphoning it off of you. And then using your life force energy to create something. To create something. Using magic. I'm telling you, look, there's a light slowly draining your light, your life force energy. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You're a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant. That's why they were doing it, because they were jealous of how attractive you were. You're beautiful. You're attractive, brilliant, right? You're charming. And that's why they were doing it. They were siphoning your life force energy, your light, because they didn't want you to be in the spotlight. Want you, it's like the destiny swap. This person was trying to destiny swap, trying to end you, trying to your soul, right? Slowly draining the light out of your soul. But you have a mother who is watching over you, a mother figure. All right. So that is your message. Thank you for watching.